Some people take their karaoke very seriously. One day in the Philippines, a 29-year-old man was on stage singing. In the audience was a 43-year-old guy who complained that he was a bad singer. The man on stage kept singing. The guy in the audience then stood up, pulled out a gun, and shot him in the chest twice, killing him. Now you're probably thinking, well, what does this have to do with my safety? Well, I'll tell you. What it points out is that you never know who or where the nutcases are. And this is never more true when it comes to road rage. A lot of people have anger control problems. And for some people, all it takes to set them off is a dirty look. Hitting your brakes because they're tailgating you. Cutting them off with your vehicle. Or flipping the bird. No, not that kind of bird. So here's some advice. Don't ever become involved in situations like this because it just isn't worth it. The results of road rage hurts and kills a lot of people every year. Children lose parents and parents lose children. All because someone was upset while behind the wheel. So think about this. Is it worth it? Besides, who hasn't unintentionally cut someone off when they were driving? Let it go. It just isn't worth the confrontation. Now for that small percentage of people who get really upset when they're driving, smarten up. What are you trying to prove? If you have to prove your worth by beating someone else up, you have major problems. Let me give you an example. When I was working as a paramedic, we got called for a road rage incident. One car unintentionally cut another car off. At the next red light, the driver got out, who was twice the size of the driver who unintentionally cut him off, started kicking in his car, wanted to fight this guy. The guy didn't want to fight. Finally, he got out, and he just wailed the tar out of the guy who was so upset. And that's why our ambulance was called, because this guy needed hospital attention. You never know who's in the other vehicle. Let it go. So here's the point. If you're driving and someone does something to offend you, or if you did something to offend someone else, whatever you do, don't let it escalate into violence. It just isn't worth it. People get killed for bad karaoke, and people get killed for minor driving infractions that turn into violence. Don't let it happen to you. It just isn't worth it. I'm Martin Lesperance.